chickadees. Happy Monday. It is time for us to do Monday Matters. I do hope you had a great start to the week. I definitely did have a fabulous start to the week. That's why I have my pink on today, because I'm feeling very happy and cheerful. I started a new job today. That's why I had to do the time a little different, because I have to adjust a few things, and I am loving everything about my new job. So it's a happy day for me. I didn't have the Sunday evening dread of going into work on Monday morning. It's so nice. It's so nice. And here I am with all of you to talk about a case that one of my subscribers turned me on to last week. Eve is the one that suggested this particular case. It has already gone through the court system, so we are doing a trial replay this week. And fortunately, there isn't any death associated with this, but I do think there's some crazy. So we're definitely going to watch the whole thing as much as I could find. Let me tell you, I had to piece things together. It's a little crazy, but I think I've got the crux of everything here. And as you all know, I do not do politics. I don't cover political cases. I don't cover federal cases. This is not a political case. It happens to be a politician that is on trial, but it's not really a political case in any way. So also along those same lines, if you're going to be in my chat, please be respectful. We don't need to hate people that have a different opinion than ours. Different opinions is what makes the world go round. So let's embrace them and appreciate each other for the individual and unique people that we are. So let us say hello. Kelly, my marvelous mod, says welcome in, one and all. Hit the like, subscribe. If you haven't, become a chickadee or just listen and lurk. We love it all the same. Yeah, you can be a peeper. It's okay. And yes, a new job. I know I had to kind of keep it all under wraps and everything. I've known for a while. Obviously, I've known for a while because I was looking. I've been actually looking since about October of last year, and this seemed to be the best fit and best situation for me. I'm super excited. It is like wearing an old shoe. It just feels comfortable. I feel like it's supposed to be when I go to work. And so, yeah, it was a great day today. KS Granny is with us. Oh, and as far as drinking, I see Kelly says she is drinking water with lemon. I am the Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar tonight because I need to be caffeinated. Definitely need to be caffeinated. Alrighty then. I don't want to spend too much time because there's a lot for us to cover this week. And so I want to get into it. Oh, and KS Granny is having iced tea. Yay. All right. Let me see where I should put myself here. Let's try over here, maybe. I don't know where I'm going to put myself. Maybe here. All righty. Oh, let me give you just a little bit of information. Also, anybody on Replay Crew, thank you very much for watching, and drop me a comment. Anybody out on the Twitter X world, which I call Twix, thanks for watching. Happy to have you with us. This case is a burglary case. Senator Nicole Mitchell is being charged with burglary. And as near as I could tell, because I wanted to kind of go into this a little cold with everybody else, as near as I can tell, this was a burglary that took place in her mother-in-law's home. So she was trying to burglarize her mother-in-law. I think that's basically all I know about it. And so we're going to hear what the attorney has to tell us in the opening statements right now. And that'll fill in some of the blanks. And hello, Christine. Thanks for joining us. All righty, let's do it.
May it please the court, counsel, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I know I did something bad. Those were some of the many words of Senator Nicole Mitchell in the early morning hours of April 22nd, 2024, when detained by law enforcement. I ask that you specifically remember those words throughout this trial. I know I did something bad. On the night of April 21st, 2024, Carol Mitchell, then a 74-year-old widow, went to sleep in her Detroit Lakes home. It was the last time that she would feel safe in that home. That is because in the early morning hours of April 22nd, the defendant broke into Carol Mitchell's home. She broke in through a basement window using a crowbar and was caught red-handed a short time later. This case won't be about speculation. It won't be about trying to read between any lines. This case will be about what the defendant did, what she admitted to, and what you will see and hear with your own eyes and ears. The evidence will show that this was not the defendant's home. The defendant was not invited to the residence that morning, that she entered through a basement egress window by prying it open with a crowbar at 4:45 in the morning. The evidence will show the defendant was dressed in all black, including wearing a black stocking hat. The evidence will show that she had a flashlight in her possession that was specifically covered by a sock. It'll also show that she had a set of what's called flashlight gloves in her possession. You'll learn more about that throughout this trial. The evidence will even show that the defendant removed her shoes in the basement of that house to try and be stealthier. Ladies and gentlemen, the defendant entered her stepmother's home with a purpose: to steal.
Hey, Eve. Eve is the one that turned me on to this particular case. And she is saying, looking forward to your reactions on this one. Well, that's why we're here. We're going to take it all in.
Now, after entering through that basement window, the defendant moved through various rooms in the home. However, despite her stealth-like efforts, she still woke up Carol Mitchell. Ms. Mitchell will explain to you that the defendant was actually laying right next to her bed when she, Carol Mitchell, got out of bed.
What?
And accidentally stepped on the defendant.
What?
After she was stepped on, the defendant fled the room, went into the basement. Ms. Carol Mitchell immediately calls 911, and members of the Detroit Lakes Police Department are there within minutes. You will hear from those officers who responded to the scene: Officer Joe Sternhagen and Officer Ethan Wolfe. Perhaps more importantly, you will see firsthand their body-worn camera footage. You'll get to relive those tense moments as they descended into Carol Mitchell's basement. And you will see the moment that Officer Sternhagen discovered the defendant hiding in a basement bathroom.
Shut the front door.
And what were the defendant's first words at that time? Carol, it's Nicole. I was just trying to get a few of my dad's things because you wouldn't talk to me.
Oh.
The defendant's own words will make it clear that she was there to take items. And under the law, that is all that is required to prove burglary.
Oh. Unlawful
entry with the intent to commit a crime inside. I know I did something bad. Now pay close attention to those initial statements that the defendant made to law enforcement. She admitted to entering through a back window. She admitted to wanting to take items from the home. She said this not once, not twice, but multiple times. Clear confessions, clear expressions of intent, all caught on high-definition body camera.
High def?
Let's take a moment and talk about Carol Mitchell. As I told you, she is a widow. She's now 75 years old. I suspect in the course of this trial, you'll learn that Miss Mitchell has been diagnosed with the early stages of Alzheimer's.
Oh, poor Carol.
You'll learn that Miss Mitchell was previously married to Rod Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell is the father to the defendant.
Oh.
You'll also hear that Mr. Mitchell did not have a will when he passed away suddenly in 2023. In early 2024, in a district court probate court proceeding, Rod Mitchell's entire estate was awarded to his surviving spouse, Carol Mitchell.
Seems typical.
Now, in journalism, it's often said that it's important to cover the who, what, when, why, where, and how. The same mostly holds true for this case. When the state rests, the evidence will show the following. The who, the defendant, Nicole Mitchell. The what, entering Carol Mitchell's home without permission and with the intent to take property. The when, April 22nd, 2024. The where, 709 Granger Road here in Detroit Lakes in Becker County. And the how, by using a crowbar to enter that basement egress window. And after the state rests, it's very likely you will hear from the defense. And I suspect that they will attempt to belabor the one topic I didn't go over. The one topic I didn't outline for you. The why. Why would Nicole Mitchell do this? Ladies and gentlemen, when the judge instructs you on the law at the end of this case, you'll learn that any why won't amount to a legal excuse. That is because no amount of grief or frustration can justify a home burglary. So with this preview in mind, I'm going to ask a few things of you during this trial. Number one, trust your eyes and ears. Believe what you see and hear on those body camera videos. Number two, do not get distracted. This case is about what occurred at Carol Mitchell's home in the early morning hours of April 22nd, 2024, period. What this case is not about, it's not about Carol Mitchell's Alzheimer's. It's not about the frustrations that the Mitchell family may have had with Carol Mitchell after Rod's passing. Now, I suspect during this trial, you're going to see some text messages or some exchanges between Carol Mitchell and the defendant, some terse exchanges. You may see some terse exchanges between Carol Mitchell and the defendant's aunts, the late Rod Mitchell's sisters. You'll probably hear of the miscommunication and frustration resulting over Carol Mitchell selecting a date to bury Rod Mitchell's ashes. You may even hear of a claimed or alleged broken promise by Carol to pay for a Disney World trip for the defendant and her kids. Was all of this related to Rod Mitchell's passing and the grief? Absolutely. Would these scenarios be upsetting to people? 100%. But grief and frustration do not justify burglary. Use your common sense and good judgment as you listen to the evidence throughout this case. And at the close of this case, the evidence will clearly show that the defendant broke into someone's home. Not just a building, but a place of safety and trust. And the defendant did so with the intent to take items. And that is a burglary. I know I did something bad. When this case is concluded, I will ask that you find the defendant guilty of both of these counts. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, well, that was succinct.
Mr. Engstrom?
Thank you, Rob.
Oh, he reminds me of someone. Oh. Not the nanny. Murphy.
Well, Nicole Mitchell is lying on her in the bathroom following the officer's instructions. She hears Carol Mitchell's voice in the background. And that's when Nicole Mitchell says, "It's Nicole. I was just trying to get a couple of my dad's things because you wouldn't talk to me anymore."
Oh, well, that makes it all better.
Now, in this moment, Nicole knows something that nobody else knows. Nicole knows that Carol's Alzheimer's is much worse than Carol wants people to believe. Nicole knows that Carol's Alzheimer's is even worse than Carol herself understands. Nicole's parents were young when she was born, and they actually separated very early. It was so early, in fact, that Carol, being with her dad, Rod, is one of Nicole's earliest memories. Nicole is a hard worker. This is something that started in childhood. There are messages she hears, sometimes a glance, sometimes a casual comment, that makes her think she isn't good enough. Her response is to work in school, to work in activities, to work in everything.
What?
Nicole actually spent a lot of time with her dad and Carol. Most of her summers, in fact, were around them here in DL. They did big activities, small activities. They camped a lot. They took summer trips. In her teens, Nicole had a really strained relationship with her biological mom down in the cities.
What
And
does
it was
this have
so
to do with
strained,
the
in
price
fact,
of
she
tea in
seriously
China?
considered living with her dad and Carol here in Detroit Lakes.
Am I already at what is
The fact
happening?
is, there were plenty of good things in Nicole's relationship with Carol. Carol would take her to the beach. They'd go to Zorba's. They'd go clothes shopping. Nicole actually felt more comfortable talking with Carol about boys than she did with her own mom.
Okay.
Nicole
35
graduated
years ago?
from high school at 17 and went right into the military. Now, this provided an opportunity to escape a pretty unhealthy situation at home. There's dark challenges that she experienced in the military, though, things that she wished hadn't happened. But the combination of both support and challenge, they sharpened and they strengthened her. Nicole graduated from college, and she continued in her military career working as a meteorologist. Among the many things Nicole did in the military was working as a hurricane hunter, flying into hurricanes to gather weather data. Nicole Mitchell feels joy, loneliness, happiness, and sadness like all of us. But she has long functioned in an environment where emotions are a liability. Nicole has been trained by life to hold her emotions in, to not let them completely come through. Along the way, Nicole went to law school and became a licensed attorney. And although she doesn't practice law actively, she has donated her time as a lawyer, including the program Wills for Heroes and other work related to children in the courtroom. She has been motivated to provide assistance and care to kids that she didn't always have when she was growing up.
Tell me how she didn't
There wasn't
break
a lot of
into
money
this
growing up
lady's
in her
house.
mom's home. And so as an adult, she has worked multiple professional jobs and she saves her money. She knows she's fortunate to have resources. Nicole has two sons, Sam and Liam. One she delivered and one she adopted. She balances her life among these interests: her children, her role as a legislator, her role as a daughter, her career in the military. There is very little time left for Nicole, but she is wired to engage the world this way, and she is comfortable with the balance that she's chosen.
It's not just you, Kelly.
Nicole
I
Mitchell
don't
is a
know what
person
we're
who
doing.
always gets things done. She always follows through and keeps her word.
She does get things done. She got right in there.
And you count it up. And when problems come up in the family, she takes the initiative to fix those problems.
I believe that. I believe that.
Losing a parent is always hard. For Nicole, her father Rod's death seemed to come too early. And it also came at a time when Carol was in decline. Carol relied on Rod. He dealt with the logistics of the house, the bills, and many other things. Now, for Nicole, trying to step up for Carol took a lot of juggling, but she did it. Nicole talked, she called, she talked, she checked in. She started a group chat with Carol and her aunts to keep Carol engaged and connected. Nicole actually checked out lawyers to help Carol with the estate. Then, when Carol Mitchell said she'd actually hired Charlie Ramstad, a local attorney, Nicole checked him out and learned he was experienced and that he also had represented the DL Police Department.
What is happening right now?
Sometimes Carol's moods would turn on a dime. She could be loving and paranoid in the same day.
I mean, I
Carol
don't even have
accused
Alzheimer's
Nicole
and
her
I can
aunts
say
of
that.
stealing a tin box that was supposedly full of documents, and Carol accused them of being obsessed with money. Now, this was false. But despite the false accusation, Nicole persevered and she did everything she could to make the situation better. Even as she's dealing with her own children, her own grief, the grief of her own children. No matter how Nicole gets treated, she can't write off a family member.
Oh my goodness gracious.
By the time Nicole drove to Carol's in April of 2024, Nicole's dad had been dead for more than a year. A year of Carol throwing out, giving away, and donating Rod's things. For all Nicole knew, there may not have been any of Rod's personal belongings even left in the house. Nicole knew that Carol was declining, and eventually Carol wouldn't be able to take care of herself. Nicole actually even went so far as to suggest that Carol could move down to Woodbury, where Nicole lives. Nicole had actually found a facility that would be perfect for Carol. She offered to let Carol stay with her if necessary because the best facilities often have wait lists. Carol had no interest in this.
Mr. Ringstrom,
Yes, Rob.
I'm going to interrupt, and if you would approach Mr. McDonald.
Oh,
And Nicole Mitchell knew that Rod really loved Carol Mitchell. Whatever else was true about Nicole Mitchell's relationship with Carol Mitchell, the fact that her dad loved Carol Mitchell so much made Nicole Mitchell loyal to Carol Mitchell.
that was the judge,
In the
yes.
fall of 2023, Nicole Mitchell was visiting Carol Mitchell. Carol Mitchell didn't want computers in the house. It was her view that removing the computers would remove the internet. Nicole Mitchell tried to explain to her that this isn't how it works. Carol Mitchell was adamant. So Nicole Mitchell accepted one of the laptops. She thought she might use it for video games for the boys. As it turns out, it was a bit too old and slow for this. Nicole Mitchell finally hit a tipping point in the spring of 2024 when Carol Mitchell arranged for Rod's ashes to be interred at a time when Nicole Mitchell and Rod's own grandchildren couldn't possibly attend the ceremony. Carol Mitchell and Nicole Mitchell had been at odds before. But for Carol Mitchell to do something that kept Nicole Mitchell from saying a final goodbye to her dad, that meant that Carol Mitchell was really struggling with something. It was too much to leave alone.
Okay. I'm sorry I'm having to pause here, but him saying this like she went off the deep end because she didn't get to get the proper closure to say goodbye to her dad. Let me just tell y'all, my mother and my sister were not going to tell me. Well, I shouldn't say not going to. They didn't tell me when there was going to be a memorial service for my father after my father passed away. I found out about it through friends of the family and a lot of tremendous individuals that adored my father and were disgusted by the behavior of my mother and my sister and felt I needed to be there and I should know about it. And so I went and I was there and they were shocked. But this is not a reason for you to break into someone's home and take what you think is rightfully yours. Trust me, I would have done anything. And I would have loved to have gone back into my childhood home one last time It is the only home my parents lived in my entire life. I would have loved to have been able to get the closure of being there and taking the time to say some final goodbyes. So this line of that was the tipping point for her because she didn't get to properly say goodbye. I don't have any of my father's ashes. I don't even know where they are. I think they're with my mother. I don't know. I was not allowed to have any part of any of that. And it's okay. That was their choice. I talk to my dad every day. They can't take that from me. But I don't know that this is a legitimate tipping point for this type of behavior. Just saying. As someone with experience in literally being left out in the cold, yeah. It sucks. There's no other way to put it. It sucked when I was going through it. Now I'm like, I found a different way to get closure.
Carol Mitchell needed help. She was not getting it. In the midst of this concern, Nicole Mitchell is doing spring cleaning and comes back to the laptop that Carol Mitchell gave her. The investigation of the laptop made her realize that it provided an insight into Carol Mitchell's life and into her decline. She was able to see Carol Mitchell's Sanford account online and see Carol's medical records. Nicole Mitchell saw that her stepmom's Alzheimer's diagnosis was worsening. Nicole Mitchell saw that Carol Mitchell got lost going to a doctor's appointment, an appointment that was on a Wednesday, but once at the doctor's, Carol Mitchell was confused about the day, thinking it was a Tuesday. Nicole Mitchell also saw that other people weren't attending any of these doctor's appointments with Carol Mitchell. So Nicole Mitchell knows that Carol Mitchell has a problem. Nicole Mitchell's aunts know it too, and it's something that actually discussed. She wasn't sure how bad it had gotten, and it wasn't clear whether Carol Mitchell had declined enough for the state to intervene. Nicole Mitchell had done the research and knew it was difficult to get the state to intervene with someone who has some dementia. Now, since other family members weren't stepping up, Nicole Mitchell decides that she needs to know for sure. Is Carol Mitchell losing too much weight? Is she drinking too much? Is she living in a dangerous situation? You see, this is something very real for Nicole Mitchell. Her aunt's ex-husband died after falling down all alone. No one was there to call 911. No one found him for a while. Nicole was very fond of him. Nicole Mitchell was very fond of him. The same was true for another one of Nicole Mitchell's relatives, her Aunt Georgette. She too fell by herself.
Oh, not an
her
Aunt
son,
Georgette.
who was supposed to be checking in on her, had dropped the ball. So by the time her aunt was found, she was unconscious and barely alive. She died just weeks later. For those kinds of tragedies to be a real thing in her life, it hit home. There were other events in Nicole Mitchell's life where she waited until it was too late. Nicole Mitchell had experienced losses because she trusted authorities to make the right choice. The fear of loss and regret burned inside her.
Oh, I don't know about that.
On April 22nd, 2024, Nicole brings 2 laptops. Hers to document the house, and Carol's to return it. This is a house she has been in many times. She has a key. But Carol Mitchell has started barricading the doors with special bars. So in order to check on Carol Mitchell, she has to go in through an egress window.
Oh, stop it.
Nicole Mitchell sees things that bother her. A stack of bills and papers on top of the stove. A bit of disarray here and there. But Nicole's biggest concern is that Carol Mitchell seems to be getting lost. So Nicole Mitchell searches for Carol Mitchell's phone so she can make sure it's functioning properly and check for evidence of scams. Carol Mitchell got lost on her way to a doctor's appointment. Carol had begun needing help to find places she'd driven to and from for decades. Although Carol Mitchell has always managed to find someone to help her when she's lost, Nicole's fear is that luck won't hold. Carol Mitchell will eventually get herself so lost, there will be no one to help her. Or she'll ask the wrong person who's going to do her harm. But either way, Nicole Mitchell is afraid that the time will come when it comes too late. As Nicole Mitchell is checking on Carol Mitchell wakes up. Carol Mitchell is instantly angry and scared. Carol Mitchell yells at Nicole Mitchell.
Do you think?
The fact that Carol Mitchell wakes up takes Nicole Mitchell completely by surprise, and she races back downstairs.
Oh my word! I would wet
Nicole
my
Mitchell stays
pants.
where she's at for several minutes, waiting for law enforcement to arrive. As law enforcement investigates, she puts her hands up so they can do their job safely. But it is surreal. Even more jarring than that is hearing the voice of Carol Mitchell in a tone that she has heard for 45 years. Now, what Nicole wished she had said is, Carol, you can't take care of yourself. You could start a fire with all the bills on the stove. You get lost going to doctor's appointments for your Alzheimer's, and no one is there helping you get to those appointments. You're getting days mixed up. You're not responding to texts and calls. You're barricading your doors at night. You've gotten too thin in a scary and unhealthy way. The doctor's summary says you're drinking regularly, whereas you never used to do that before. You introduced me to Jonathan, your son, at Dad's funeral as if we had never met, when we have known each other for years. You had stacks of unopened bills, making me worried that you weren't paying them. You might fall behind or lose the house. You should probably have your driver's license taken away. Dad loved you so much, and I love you. And I will step up and care for you if no one else will. But in that
That's
moment,
not care.
Nicole Mitchell can't bring herself to say that in front of these police officers, to risk enraging Carol Mitchell by saying those things that make her feel vulnerable and defensive. Nicole Mitchell feels everything she felt about Carol Mitchell when she was a little girl. Love, fear, dread of criticism. Nicole Mitchell knows that if she says what she feels about Carol Mitchell's decline, that Carol Mitchell is going to be truly outraged and fearful of being put into an assisted living facility. When Carol Mitchell finally realizes that it's Nicole Mitchell, she quickly accuses Nicole Mitchell of stealing papers and wanting money. It's the tin box again. The tin box that Carol Mitchell is fixated on. And so in the midst of police in the house, Carol Mitchell and Nicole Mitchell have a small argument that is completely separate from what's going on. Carol Mitchell says Nicole Mitchell wants money. And Nicole Mitchell says, in effect, I never wanted money. I just wanted a couple of my dad's things. Knowing how angry Carol Mitchell would be if Carol Mitchell realized that Nicole Mitchell is gathering evidence of her decline, Nicole Mitchell instead says something that's really part of a spat that Carol Mitchell and Nicole Mitchell have been having for over a year. It's Nicole. I was just trying to get a couple of my dad's things because you wouldn't talk to me anymore. The rules say that we are allowed to tell you our defense during this opening statement. By the time Nicole drives to Carol's house in April of 2024,
What in the world was that?
Nicole Mitchell has had the same familiar car for almost 20 years. Rod and Carol Mitchell's neighbors know Nicole Mitchell. So Nicole makes it a point to arrive when it is dark, to park on a side street, to wear dark clothing, and to be quiet. When you're checking on a paranoid loved one and hoping they don't notice, you take great pains to be unnoticed.
She was standing over her while she was sleeping in her bed.
Nicole Mitchell knows this
That's
house
creepy.
almost as well as her own. She moves very easily.
There
through
aren't
it.
any papers there.
When Nicole Mitchell comes into Carol Mitchell's bedroom to actually check on her and see if the phone is there, Carol Mitchell wakes up. The situation that Nicole Mitchell creates, with law enforcement everywhere, their guns properly drawn, rightly concerned for their safety and for Carol Mitchell's safety, it leaves Nicole Mitchell unable to think clearly. From the moment that Carol Mitchell starts yelling at Nicole,
Oh, she stopped
all the
thinking
way
clearly
until jailers
long
put her
before
in her
this.
cell for the day, Nicole Mitchell doesn't have an ability to think about what's happening or what she is saying. But the fact is, and the evidence will show this, that the government knew from the beginning why Nicole Mitchell was there. They knew that she wanted to check on an aging parent who couldn't find her way to places she'd been countless times.
Are we for real right
defense
now?
Is that there is no clear roadmap for helping an aging parent. They can have good days and bad days. There can be angry resistance to the help offered. And there can come a point where help was obviously needed because it's too late to intervene. Nicole fears being too late. Nicole takes responsibility for her actions, including when she messes up. If the government had charged you with trespassing, she would have pleaded guilty. But that's not an option. The government decides the charges. We don't decide, you don't decide, neither does Carol nor Nicole. A person can be not guilty of charges the government brings, even when they could be guilty of charges the government never brought. For the charge here, there are only two possible verdicts. Guilt is proven beyond a reasonable doubt by the government, or guilt is not proven beyond a reasonable doubt by the government. And you're going to get a specific definition of burglary. And that definition might be very different from what your personal feeling is.
I have
It
two,
doesn't
Kelly.
matter how they're
I've
dressed.
passed judgment. This is insanity.
It doesn't matter what tools they have. It doesn't matter how dark it was when they trespassed on someone's home. It doesn't even matter if they have lockpick tools or other fancy equipment. On its own, that could be a different crime, but not burglary. What matters for burglary is that they got in without permission and they intended to commit a crime inside the building. Nobody
She was going to steal things from Carol. And by the way, isn't this lady an attorney and she specializes in wills? Does she not understand how legally she can try to take care of Carol? Like, what is going on here?
should be convicted of burglary because what they did makes you feel icky.
Did you just say makes you feel icky?
Carol Mitchell called
That's what I
911
say.
and says he was on the floor next to her. Carol Mitchell doesn't know who's there. And Nicole Mitchell doesn't leave the house. There is no description from Carol Mitchell of who was in her house. And yet Nicole Mitchell waits patiently. Nicole Mitchell's intent is to check on Carol Mitchell. A burglar runs.
What?
A concerned child stays.
She
A
did go
burglary
hide.
charge
She ran and
requires
hid.
that the government prove that someone had an intent to commit a crime inside the building. You've heard what the government has promised you they will try to prove. Carol Mitchell has no idea it's Nicole Mitchell. And Nicole Mitchell stays in the house. Nicole Mitchell stays and continues
There was an objection there, by the way.
on her relative. A burglary charge requires that the state prove that someone had an intent to commit a crime inside the building. You've heard what the state has promised you they will try to prove. If they do what they promised you they would, you're going to hear a lot about dark clothing and flashlights and cars parked on side streets and early dark mornings and things like that. But the only real issue here is Nicole Mitchell's intent. We're not disputing that Nicole entered without consent. She did. There are two possibilities. Nicole entered to steal something. Nicole Mitchell entered to check on Carol. Unless the state's evidence can rule out that Nicole Mitchell entered just to check on Carol Mitchell, then the verdict must be not guilty.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so she broke into the house to check on the well-being of Carol. She had to check on the well-being of Carol without being noticed. And so that's why she had to sneak in the middle of the night while Carol was sleeping. Like, do y'all believe this? No, she went in the middle of the night and she crept all around there because she was going to steal some stuff. That's what was going on. It wasn't to check
Running
on
station.
her. Sorry, I'm trying to get us where we need to be here. Because I had to piece together the first day. They don't have all of the trial like in order that I could see. I need to make sure. This is a doozy. That's for sure. Are we all ready now? Let's get to some testimony. Now that we have the little synopsis, the summary. Exactly. No, the defense attorney told us, she said, Carol, it's me. I came to get some of my dad's things because you wouldn't talk to me. Ding. No, Kelly, not ding. Ding bat. Ding bat.
Becker County Sheriff's Office.
And what's your current title?
Deputy Sheriff.
So you're in Brown here today?
I am in Brown.
Where were you employed on April 22nd of last year, 2024?
I was employed with the Detroit Lakes Police Department.
Deputy Wolthy, will you please outline your education and experience to become a peace officer?
I have a degree from the Alexander Technical Community College in law enforcement. I also do multiple continuing education trainings required by the Minnesota Post Board every year.
Was your job at the DLPD your first law enforcement job?
It was.
I have to ask you all, I have not seen who is questioning this particular witness, but it is giving me vibes from Making a Murderer, the prosecuting attorney. I cannot think of his name right now. It totally sounds like him, the same cadence and everything. Y'all can let me know in the chat. I cannot think of his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? I all of these names are escaping me today. First day at a new job, lots of information. So,
Okay. And when did you start there?
I started 2 years ago on the 4th of July.
Deputy Wolthy, I want to turn your attention back to April 22nd of last year, 2004. Were you working that morning?
I was.
Do you recall what shift you would have been assigned to?
I do.
Can you tell us?
I was working 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Who were you working with at the time?
Officer Joel Sternhagen.
Would he have been, would superior be an incorrect word?
No, he had more experience. He had more seniority than I do.
Okay. At some point, were you dispatched to a residence in Detroit Lakes?
I was.
And where were you dispatched to?
I believe the address is 706 Granger Avenue, or Granger Street, Granger Road.
And would you agree that whatever the records show is be accurate?
I do.
Why were you dispatched to that residence in Detroit Lakes?
I was dispatched to that residence for a report of an active burglary. Dispatch advised that the caller supposedly stepped on someone and that party ran to the basement of the residence and might be trying to get out through the basement.
From the time that you pull up in your squad as you enter the house, can you walk us through your response?
I was running stationary radar at about Highway 10 and 59. When I arrived at the residence, I knocked on the door and was greeted by an older female. She had to unlock the door for me to go in. Once I got inside the residence, she motioned me to the south wall of the house where the stairs to the basement were and said, someone's down there. I can't remember what her exact words were.
And what did you do at that time?
I got to the top of the stairs. I announced my presence. Police department, show us your hands, make yourself known. And while I was doing that, I heard some rustling coming from what I believed was underneath of the stairs.
Did you announce your presence more than once?
I did.
And at some point, what happened on the stairs?
What do you mean?
Did your partner arrive on scene?
My partner did arrive on scene shortly after I announced my presence and advised whoever was downstairs or whatever was downstairs to make themselves known.
Who got to the foot of the stairs first?
I believe Officer Sternhagen did. He told me to step aside and he went down the stairs.
And what happened next?
From after we made it down the stairs, I went left. Officer Sternhagen went right. I couldn't see exactly where he went, but from what I could see, I went into a open room in the basement to make sure nobody was in there. And then while I was doing that, I heard Officer Sternhagen tell somebody to show us their hands or something like that.
Were you ultimately advised of the suspect's identity?
The suspect, it was, we asked to do this thing, look in house, see if they are in our system. And dispatch advised they didn't find them, but the suspect did give us a name and date of birth.
So what happened after the suspect was located?
When the suspect was located, Officer Sternhagen had the suspect get on their stomach, and I entered the room at that point and handcuffed the suspect with their hands behind their back.
Do you recall, you testified earlier about an elderly or older female. Do you recall the homeowner's name?
Carol was her first name.
Recall her full name?
You want me to say her full name?
If you recall it.
I believe it's Carol Mitchell.
Okay. When the suspect is arrested, where was Ms. Mitchell at this time?
When I placed handcuffs on the suspect, I looked up in the doorway and observed Carol standing in the doorway of where we came in.
Okay. At some point, did she make her way downstairs?
She did, yes.
Was that at your request?
It was not.
Okay,
Before I went downstairs, I asked her to stay upstairs until we got the situation handled. But
would it fair to say that wasn't ideal that she had come downstairs?
that was not ideal, no, for a safety standpoint.
At some point, were you able to help Ms. Carol Mitchell back upstairs?
I was.
Okay. Deputy Wolvie, again, you became aware of the suspect's identity? Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Can you tell us who it was?
It was Nicole Lynn Mitchell.
You see Miss Mitchell again. If you saw Miss Mitchell again, would you recognize her?
I would.
Do you see her here in the courtroom today?
I do.
Can you describe where she's seated and what she's wearing?
She's seated to my left at the end of that table wearing a purple shirt.
The record reflect the witness has again identified the defendant.
The record will so reflect.
Did you interact with the defendant inside the house?
No, I left that to Officer Sternhagen.
So what were you doing at this time after the defendant was arrested or detained?
After the defendant was arrested, I was trying to get Carol upstairs away from the situation so Officer Sternhagen could try and get a statement from the suspect. I
The
did
burglar?
get her upstairs, I believe, but we later came back downstairs.
At some point, did you become aware of a foreign object or item that you believe belonged to the defendant?
I believe it was Deputy Bruce mentioned there was a hammer sitting on the stairwell that I came down. When I asked Carol about the hammer, she stated that it was hers and she used it for protection.
Okay. What about in the back window, Deputy?
Oh, whack 'em.
There was a blue crowbar found in the egress window on the south side of the house. We were made aware of that later on while I was at the police department typing my report because Carol found it and called us to notify us about it.
Okay. I apologize, Deputy Willie. Let's stay chronologically here. Close in time to the defendant's arrest, did you discover anything or learn of any other possessions the defendant may have brought into the home?
While I was downstairs in the basement, in like a utilities room, I would call it, I located a black backpack sticking in a small window, about taller than I was.
Did you photograph that backpack prior to moving it?
I did.
Took multiple photographs?
I did, yes.
Let's see it.
Deputy Woolley, I'm showing you what's been marked as Exhibit 16. Can you let me know if that's on your screen?
It is.
And next, Exhibit 7 and 19.
Well, there's a shelf in front of the window, but like I mentioned prior, there is a black backpack shoved in a small, I don't know what kind of window it is, but a small exit to the outside.
Are Exhibits 16 and 19 true and accurate depictions of the scene that day?
Yes, they are.
Your Honor, I would offer Exhibits 16 through 19 at this time.
No objection, Your Honor.
Exhibits 16, 17, 18, and 19 are received.
And again, I just asked to briefly publish, Your Honor.
Yes,
may.
please. We want to see. I want to see. I want to see. Oh,
Deputy William, starting with Exhibit 16, just briefly tell us what this is.
It's pretty much the same picture as shown before, but a closer up of the backpack that is lodged in the window.
that's
Exhibit
a tight
17.
little spot to come in.
Pretty much the same picture. I tend to double click my camera sometimes.
How about 18?
Wow.
That's a farther back picture of the backpack located in the window.
Oh, she's an agile
just
one, isn't she?
With more of the quote unquote clutter in front of the window.
And again, 19.
Same picture. Like I said, I tend to double click my camera when I take pictures.
Can you describe how this backpack was wedged in the window?
It was wedged in the window. I tried to pull it into the house from the inside, but I was unable to. I had to have Deputy Bruce go from the outside to get it unlodged from the window.
You were unable to pull it into the house.
Correct, yes. I could not pull it into the house.
Interesting.
Okay, so what did you do next, Deputy Wolfe?
I brought the backpack upstairs. I believe I brought it out to my squad car and then interviewed Carol.
What did, when you said Carol, you mean Carol Mitchell?
Yes.
Okay, what did Carol Mitchell tell you at that time?
While I was with Carol, she stated that the female located inside her house was her stepdaughter, I believe. I might be mixing that up. And then she ran me through some family troubles that they might have been having in the past.
Okay. And you testified you took the backpack out to the squad?
I retrieved it from Deputy Bruce and then took it out to the squad car.
And just tell us who Deputy Bruce is.
Deputy Bruce, he's a canine handler for Becker County. We called him to the scene because there was maybe thought that the suspect might be trying to leave the residence.
Oh. So she was trying to flee?
At some point you retrieved the backpack, fair to say?
Yikes.
Yes,
And did you later
Nicole.
inventory that?
I did search the backpack later, yes.
What did you find in the backpack?
Inside the backpack, I located Nicole Mitchell's driver's license, Senate identification, 2 laptops, some Tupperware, and a couple of water bottles. And then there was like some rubber gloves in there at the same time.
What do you need rubber gloves for?
Approach the witness, Your Honor.
You may.
You're trying to retrieve stuff. What the heck?
It's a black backpack, or not backpack, laptop.
Is this one of the laptops that was recovered from the backpack?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'd offer Exhibit 20.
He is received.
What are you doing with Tupperware? Tupperware and, hey, no shade on the Tupperware
You told
here.
us about the contents of the backpack, correct?
I did, yes.
Do you recall reviewing a note that was inside the backpack or a list?
I do.
Oh,
Was that list retained?
That list was not retained at the scene.
oh boy. Oh boy.
Deputy Woolley, how many
Deputy.
burglary calls had you responded to in your career at this point?
This was my very first act of burglary I've ever responded to.
Would it be fair to say your adrenaline was going?
Yes.
Like, sir, we don't get burglars.
At some point, did you, at some point the defendant was turned
I would
over to
still
Officer
have a Tupperware
Sternhagen?
party.
The Nicole Mitchell was with Officer Sternhagen pretty much the entire time.
Did she tell you or Officer Sternhagen about her vehicle?
I located keys in the backpack, and Officer Sternhagen advised me where she stated her vehicle was.
And where was it?
It was about 1 block to the west, and then halfway up another block to the north.
Was it parked directly in front of the residence?
It was not. No.
Just checking on her. Just checking.
Deputy Woolley, were you equipped with a body-worn camera that early that morning?
I was, yes.
Oh boy,
Was
I want
your
to see it.
response to the scene recorded?
Yes, it was.
Bring
Did
it,
you have a
bring it,
chance
bring
to
it.
review that recording prior to court today?
I have, yes.
If I told you that your recording was marked as Exhibit 1 in the court's system, would you have any reason to doubt me?
I would not know.
Your Honor, at this point, I would ask to publish Exhibit 21.
Yes, let's.
No objection, Your Honor.
I will advise the court it is a lengthier recording.
Oh, is it?
Exhibit 21 is received.
Let's see. It is lengthier. Oh boy, here we go. I don't need any of this. You all need. Okay, we don't need this part. Yes, you're driving to the residence. I get it. Sweet niblets. Whew. Let's try this again. Yes, USMC, get the popcorn. Holy cannoli, this is assaulting my ears. All right. There's Carol.
Sorry, I'm still
You're good. Yeah.
here. There's a drop window on the back side of the house, and then it was
Is he outside or inside?
he ran down.
Okay, I'll go down there. You stay back here. Police department, make yourself known. Police department, make yourself known. 37 Mecca got a little motion underneath the stairs in the house. Sounds like he's trying to get outside of the back to the north of the house. Police department, make yourself known.
I'm scared.
He's still in the house. A lot of motion underneath the stairs. Sounds like he's trying to get outside through a window. Police department, make yourself known now.
Oh my word. This is so much worse than the way it was described.
Stairs. Police department. That's what Is here in motion now? Motion.
Is there a way to get underneath the stairs?
There's a and bathroom. It's an bathroom.
Oh no, you stay back, stay back, stay back. 37 back road, 10-12.
Carol? Yeah? It's Nicole. It's Nicole? I was just trying to get a couple of my dad's things because he wouldn't talk to me anymore. She also stole documents out of my house. She's my stepdaughter. I didn't steal any documents. How did I steal documents?
Nicole, what's your last name?
Mitchell. Had your aunt Nancy do it.
30 back road,
No one
10-15.
did anything.
Is it Nicole Mitchell in house?
Stand up.
No
Got anything
one
on you?
stole anything here, Carol. I don't have anything on me. Not tonight.
Anything on you?
No.
He's acting like
I'll
it's
meet you
so
upstairs.
perfectly normal. Hey, it's me, Nicole.
Why was she squatting down next to my bed? Oh,
Who is this to you?
I don't.
Who is this to you?
She's my stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter.
She's also a Minnesota senator. She lives in the Twin Cities.
She's a senator?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was? Was or is currently?
She is. I meant after this.
Oh. Okay.
My husband passed away just
That's kind of why I recognize her maybe.
her father. And right the day after he died, her aunt from Fargo came here. And I was in bed and they walked out with all these friends, two of my husband's sisters. She's very close to one of them, Nancy.
Okay.
They walked out the door with all these forms and I ran out there. I said, what are you guys doing? Nancy said, we're just trying to help you. Just trying to figure out where you are from.
No, it's my partner. Supposedly.
I gotta tell you, this lady looks pretty with it to me.
Senator from Minnesota. I don't know if that does anything, but
Walked into my house and she was laying next to my bed.
Where's she at?
he's downstairs with her still.
God's sakes.
To the left. Okay.
Oh my God.
Has she done this before?
Not that, but she's insisted that my son should get nothing. She should get everything and all that stuff. She's trying to
Where'd she come in at?
get into my bed.
You know.
Oh,
You don't know?
no.
Any doors that are open?
The doors
Does she have
open.
keys?
They had those
Those sticks?
sticks on it.
Okay.
That's her windows are blocked properly, but I had the stick on it.
You had the stick on it?
Officer in. So the cop was.
Okay.
I don't know if things are.
Any windows open that you don't know of?
My little kitties haven't run off and stuff.
Okay, any windows in the basement? To the basement?
And that's the one I think that she asked me.
Where's that window at?
Oh,
Just tell me, I'll walk down there and take a look.
you can see her. She's she's trying to get me. She helps. I can show you my bed.
Let's go upstairs.
I'm thinking it would have had to have been this one, but I have no idea.
So this is the
Still on
only
there.
window? You have a stick in there? Is that what you said?
No, I have, the screen is still in there. so
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, this isn't messed on here.
You're all good.
I haven't done anything.
Any
down
windows
there.
over here?
Just a little tiny things. Yep, there it is.
That window?
Over there, huh?
Okay. This is her bag?
That's funny.
That's under the stairs. That's where she was
Yeah,
trying to get
stuck in the
out.
window.
All making sense now.
Yeah. I'll take a picture of it before I touch it.
Something woke me up.
Did you hear something?
Something woke me up.
Okay.
I stepped over the side of the bed and there was a body laying on the floor. Like,
Okay.
what would you do?
Okay.
Hey, Peppermint, thank you.
What do you know what she'd be here for?
She's with a story. See, paperwork, bank account numbers. I have no idea.
Okay. I guess we'll check that bag, see if anything.
That's
there's
what I would be
personal.
worried about. She wants paperwork,
Looks like you
bank
brought it
account
up.
numbers and stuff.
I'll just have you wait upstairs. I'm gonna go talk to them. And,
We'll close up that window, won't we?
yeah, I can close it for. Yeah. Can I use this ladder here? Okay. What are you at, Steve, Ben? Oh, there's a hammer on the steps. $37.05. Where'd you say that hammer was?
This is very typical of a basement in the north. Michigan, the basements were the whole house. So this is very common when you get in that part of the country.
Okay.
No basements in Tennessee either, because it's clay.
I'll meet you upstairs. I'm gonna go talk to my partners and I'll come back and talk to you. Can I just grab your name just in case dispatch didn't get it because stuff was kind of active? What's your first name?
Carol.
Carol, how do you spell that?
C-A-R.
O-L, middle initial.
L.
L, last name?
Mitchell.
My
T-C-H-E-L-S.
She is very, very with it.
11-3-49.
49. Okay.
She recognized her stepdaughter.
Oh, it's up. Oh.
I had a hammer.
Oh, you got a hammer there?
She was talking about other family members by name and who they were to each other. She doesn't seem like she's out of it to me.
I'm gonna go talk to Joe quick. I'll meet you back in here. Just take some deep breaths. I know that. I
Get
know
some
it's your
water in
bedroom.
her.
Was there anything missing from there?
I don't even know she was.
I know it's your personal space, so. She was laying right here.
I crawled out of bed and stiff. So I looked at her, I had anything, I had some journals over on that side.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, socks.
Okay. I'll go take a look at that bag.
I mean, this is the middle of the, well, early morning, 4:59 a.m. Don't
Get the adrenaline pumping.
Alzheimer's patients have that sundowner thing? You see none of this. Oh boy, we're gonna go talk to old Nikki. Oh, let's talk to Nikki.
Do you have Carolyn or Nicole?
Are these snacks? Did she bring Scooby snacks? What? Oh, I want to see if I can go back to that. Hang on. Do not I can't see what this word is here. Do not something, delete text, delete contacts, something about ringer off. I'm assuming this looks like the end of the word light, so flashlight. Something tracking Gmail, and then I can't to command. Like, seriously? Yeah, pay attention to the bag. Uh-huh. Yeah. What in the wide world of sports, Nicole? Nikki, honey, you gotta stop. This is unbelievable. I'm so glad that Eve turned us on to this. She got a couple bottles of water, got her little Scooby snacks, got her little burglary list. What else do you need for a night of prowling? Poor Carol. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know what we're doing here. I can't see anything. I want to know what she was doing with the water and the snacks and everything. What was she just going to hang out there for several hours? Like what? What?
Joe? I got an ID, but I don't know if it means anything, but she's a state senator. Yeah. So I'll run this since they're busy, so.
That's the giggle.
Yes. There's keys there. Okay. So I tried looking for it. There's 2 laptops in there, so I'm gonna go ask her if one of them are hers, but I didn't find anything. Where does that found at? This was found in the window she came in. Okay. You get a picture of the window and everything? Yep. The hammer's not really.
I love his giggle.
Mom said that was hers for protection because she woke up in bed and she was laying by her bed. She was? Yeah. Oh, well. She ran downstairs. So when I got upstairs, I did a bunch of wrestling. So. I didn't find anything of interest in there. Okay. The laptop. Yeah. I'll run this.
Ooh, good point, USMC. Those little cups almost look like urine sample cups.
Let me check water tail has someone that can start away just in case. 10-4 and try 301 when you have time. No. Hold 5, it'll be a second building there, top floor.
I'm going to scoot us along here. I don't think there's anything too terribly significant.
What? You know,
The
to wear a
suspect-
jacket, but she's shirt, has it on now, short, in American male, long hair. I'll go ask about that laptop and
The suspect left?
so the only thing I found in that bag was 2 laptops. Do you have a laptop in here?
Well, I had 2 laptops that had unplugged, mine and my husband's.
You have 2 laptops.
I had to.
Where are they at?
I don't know.
You want to go look for them? Do you know where they were at?
No, I don't even know. I'm also not.
Do you know what they look like?
They're just little laptops.
Would you know if I showed you?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll go get them. What else?
I have I call it the tin box. It's a metal steel gray box that's always had all the legal documents in it.
Okay.
That's what they broke into before. Her had her aunt do it. Stole a bunch of stuff out of there, and so I was just looking for that.
Okay.
I can't find that anywhere, but
Just want to put the knife away for me.
She does not look like she's not with it to me. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Are those laptops in your backpack yours?
Yes.
Okay. She's saying she's missing 2 laptops.
I can show you one. It's not like it's my property, Mom.
What's the other one for?
I have one for work.
Okay. And then she's saying something about tin box. That was a question. It was in question last time. So
I literally had just got in the house. I hadn't had time to do anything.
okay. All right.
I'm clearly not good at this, but
Yeah. So, sounds good.
again, I know this sounds like an excuse. She has Alzheimer's. She's been misplacing things. I can show you texts going back months saying, things are missing, this and that.
I'm just asking. So, it's not a reason to break anybody's house.
No, that wasn't my intention.
Already.
Yeah, it's not a reason to break into anybody's house. Good for him for saying that to her. I can't believe this. I thought Caleb Flynn was dumb. Oh, Nikki, baby.
All right, I'm back.
searching for that metal box, trying to see if I can find it.
Okay. I searched her bag and didn't find a metal box.
She must have a vehicle around here. So.
Yep. I'll go look in the box or in her car.
Okay.
But the laptops, the story she gave me is pretty good for work and her kids. But it's going into our evidence, so if something does change, we'll get it back to you. Look for those. I get back on them with
Those.
the laptops.
Oh, I thought you meant you did find they're her laptops.
From what she told me, that sounds legit,
Okay.
especially for what she does for work. And everybody's got a laptop, so.
Yeah.
If you don't find those, we can always go back. Like I said, they're going into our evidence, so.
This police officer
look for
sounds
the tin
very
box. Like I
reasonable
said, I
with
didn't
her.
find anything in the backpack. I'll go look in the car.
Okay. So the silvery gray.
Silver gray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Do you have any further
Melissa!
questions for me? It's been a busy morning for you, so.
Well, she's alone, right? I mean,
Yes.
nobody else hiding in my house here.
No, I can look for you if you want.
Okay. I just shut that bedroom door because my one kitty in there, I have two kitties.
Okay.
They're both feral rescues. Quinn was right there. It doesn't bother her. Leo was hiding,
Yep.
so I let him go in there.
Okay. Any other places you want me to look before I leave here?
For missing stuff.
For anybody in your house?
Oh, I think you guys pretty much looked everywhere, didn't you?
Mhm.
I think it should be okay.
She said she just got in here, so I don't know. From what she's saying, she wouldn't have time to stuff in that bag. So, and what she was wearing, she can't hide anything. So,
And she said to you why she got in here?
my partner took a statement from her. I just asked her about the laptops
Maybe
in the
something
box. So,
some papers or something nice.
okay. So last time, this was a problem. She was after papers. Like, can I just ask the significance
Yeah,
of those
that's what,
papers?
when the two aunts came here, they took all kinds of legal books. I had, my husband just died. I had the tin box sitting right now here because I was going through it, trying to find out what I was supposed to do.
Yep.
And I was
Hey,
totally
Julian!
No, that's
So,
understandable.
the box was wide open, and when I came out, there were papers and stuff scattered all over the floor, and the two gals were both walking out with, Nancy had something with papers down the front sidewalk to their vehicle. And I said, "Where are you going? What do you got?" And they said, "It's okay, Carol, don't worry. We're just trying to help you and get this legal business all straightened out for you. We know you're upset."
Do you know why she would want those papers? Like, what would benefit her from having those
Well,
papers?
see, my husband didn't have an actual will.
Oh, okay.
But on all the papers that were taken, there were at least a half a dozen of them more. Well, I've got through their number times, look at tax things and whether that he had handwritten. When I vote, Carol gets 100%. When Carol votes, Nicole gets 50% and Jonathan gets 50%. Jonathan's last. Whom I had given up for adoption when I was 18, and we were reunited 30 years ago, 35 years ago.
This woman is very lucid.
And yeah. So anyway,
So you think it's for like
she's
inheritance stuff?
yes, it was bank papers. It was all bank papers that they took basically. And I bank locally at Wells Fargo, and Rod managed Wells Fargo out of the Fargo office while he was still working. So there's a
Ah,
lot of bank papers. And I just
Rod was a bank manager for Wells Fargo.
used to
Interesting.
keep that little box, but I took it out of there, and it's not there. So I'm thinking that's what she was looking for.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell she was hiding on my bed for.
Yeah.
Did you see where she was? Did I show you where she was?
Yep, you did. I might have to.
Nothing got there, but you know.
Yeah, I might have to get going because there's another active burglary in Tracy. So.
Thank you.
Another active burglary on the same night. This poor guy. He's like, I've never been on one at all, and I got two in one night.
Therefore, 16, I'll be on en route shortly.
Wow. I think Carol seems very, very lucid.
Mhm.
She's got a very good memory.
Apartment 23.
I agree, Kelly. Shame on Rod for not having a will and putting Carol in a spot of having to defend herself against her own family. Yep.
So Deputy Wolfe, you collected that laptop at that time?
Not at that time, no.
You collected it later in the morning?
I did, yes.
It was brought to the jail, is that fair to say?
Yep. I believe from the video it shows that the backpack was in Officer Sternhagen's vehicle.
At some point, you logged that laptop into evidence, is that fair to say?
Yes.
At the DLPD?
Yep.
And would it be accurate to say you didn't know, when you left that morning, would it be accurate to say you didn't know who that belonged to?
That would be correct, yes.
Deputy Woolley, were you called back to Ms. Mitchell's residence later that morning?
I was, yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Carol called back in, stating that she had located a blue crowbar in an egress window on the south side of the house.
Yeah, she's really not with it, but she's able to find all
Was
these
anyone with her
items.
at that time?
Yes, I believe there's a male with her, but I don't remember his name.
Was that response also recorded on your body worn camera?
It was, yes.
Did you have a chance to review it prior to court today?
I did, yes.
And was that body worn camera clip shortened for relevancy and efficiency reasons?
It was, yes.
If I told you that camera footage was contained in Exhibit 3, would you have any reason to doubt me?
Okay,
I would
brief.
not,
Let's
no.
just get to
And
it.
Again,
We just want the evidence. Oh, sweet nibble. It's not this again. Oh. Well. That was great. This was just a couple hours later. It's funny that she's so paranoid, but she lets the police right in. Seems to me that she just didn't want Nicole in her house.
Yes, it's
Where's it at? Outside?
sure, yeah, it's in that little back egress, and I don't know.
Okay.
You got some kind of long tool.
Gotta reach for it.
Friend Jim showed up to help.
Help you calm down, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Understandable.
And it's
Okay. You never seen that before?
no, it's not mine.
Alrighty, I'll jump
Never
down
got a
there.
blue one.
Okay.
Maybe trade the book. I have that on you. Oh, be careful. There's probably a week. If you want to move some of those bricks to get back out of there, you should.
I'm just looking for damage down here now.
It was a week ago, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Did he grab that with his bare hands? He's
Inside
fondling
window
it with his
was
bare
right
hands.
About this far was it used to be my studio, and
Okay.
so that was I've been shoving stuff in there from all over the house, so it's a disaster down there. But it felt cold in the basement. Heat was kicking on a lot. I happened to check this one, and it was open on the inside about that far. And it's one of those roll ones. So
See any damage?
now to find that, she might have her fingerprints on that. So.
Yeah.
Not after he put his fingers all over it.
And I jumped down in there myself and
She looks very put together. Her hair is brushed. She's dressed.
Approach the witness, Your Honor.
You may.
I'm not seeing this.
I'm showing you exhibit.
Here we go again. This is the crowbar.
Deputy Wolde, when you retrieved that crowbar, do you have any regrets over best practices?
I do. Looking back, I should have
What?
photographed the crowbar
And
in
put
the
gloves
egress
on.
window, and then try and find any footprints in the dirt of the egress window before I jump down there. And then also picking up the crowbar with my bare hands. I
Yeah.
just want to note that I was going on a couple hours past the end of my shift. The adrenaline finally shut down, so I was
Crashing.
getting down there on energy. So sometimes I didn't do things very straight as I was tired.
And just to be clear, Miss Carol Mitchell had told you that she had never seen that before.
He did, yes.
Did that conclude your shift that morning?
I'm not, I believe it did, yes.
Well, let me ask you this, Deputy Willie. Did you return to the residence yet again later that morning?
Oh, shut
Yes,
the
I
front
did.
door.
I returned with Officer Joe Steffens this time.
Okay. And what was the purpose of that next return trip?
When we returned, we went to go talk with Carol some more, and Officer Steffens also photographed the vehicle we talked about the night prior.
And you were on scene with him when he took these photographs?
Yes,
Okay. And you've had a chance to review the photographs prior to court today?
I have, yes.
And these are photographs of the defendant's vehicle?
Yes,
And what else?
the inside of it.
Were there some photographs taken of just the residence itself?
Oh, yes, we also took photographs from the outside and better lighting of the window that the backpack was stuck in.
Hmm.
And all the photographs that were taken that morning, do you believe they were true and accurate of the scene in the vehicle that morning?
I do.
Your Honor, at this point, I'm going to offer exhibits 26 through 48 and understand if council needs time to review each one.
Your Honor, I reviewed them. I have no objection to any.
Exhibits 26 through 48 are received.
I might just need one moment here. Publish.
Publish it. Let's see it. Stick it up there.
All right. Deputy Wolde, I'm starting with exhibit 26. Can you tell us what we see here?
This is a picture looking to the east from Long Avenue. Long Avenue would be the next avenue to the west of Carol's house.
Are we able to see Miss Carol Mitchell's house in this photograph?
Yes.
Can you describe where it is?
It looks yellowish with like the white gate thing on the front porch.
Would it be accurate to say that it's close to the center of the photograph, maybe a little north?
Yes, I would agree.
Next, I'm showing you, strike that. Returning back to exhibit 26, what was the significance of this photograph?
It just goes to show the distance from Carol's house to Long Avenue, the next block over.
Okay, what is the significance of Long Avenue to this case?
Long Avenue is the next avenue from Carol's house.
I bet that
Deputy
Nicole's
Wolde, are you
Prius
aware where
was
the
parked
defendant's
there.
vehicle was parked?
I am, yes.
Okay, where was it parked?
It was parked just north of Granger Road on Long Avenue.
Ah,
Next, turning to exhibit 27. Can you tell us about this photograph, sir?
It's pretty much the same photo, but of more of the intersection of Long Avenue and Granger Road, where you can see Carol's house and Nicole Mitchell's vehicle.
Oh, that is
Can
her
you describe
Prius.
where the defendant's vehicle is in this photograph?
It's on the right side of the photograph and looks like a blue Toyota Prius.
Next, I'm showing you Exhibit 28. Can you tell us what's in this photograph, sir?
This is a photograph facing directly south on Long Avenue, pretty much right at the intersection with Granger Road.
I mean, why would she need to park there
Next,
unless she was
turning to
doing
Exhibit
something
29.
covert?
It's just a closer picture of the vehicle on Long Avenue.
And Exhibit 30.
Be the passenger side of the vehicle.
Exhibit 31.
Still the passenger side, but from the front. Directly, or the direct front of the vehicle.
Sorry, this is Exhibit 32.
No, it'd be the direct front of the vehicle.
And Exhibit 33.
It's the driver's side from the front.
I'm going to need a moment here. I apologize.
We're going to give you that moment while you get your life in
This
order.
is a view from,
All right, Deputy Woolley, next I'm showing you Exhibit 34.
this is a view from the driver's side window inside to the inside of the car.
And next, Exhibit 35.
To be on the same side, but looking in the window from the back window of the car.
Nicole is not the neatest person in the world, is she?
Exhibit 36.
It's taken top down from the hatchback trunk area.
And Exhibit 37.
Oh.
It's the back seat of the
Ugh.
car from the rear passenger side window.
Ugh.
And
Oh,
Exhibit 38.
Nikki ain't neat.
It's a picture of the inside of the passenger side compartment of the car from the passenger side
Is
window.
that a half-eaten sandwich? Tell me, was that a ham sandwich? Shut up. Was that a ham sandwich? It looked like a ham sandwich to me. Was she sitting in her car eating a sandwich? Oh boy. What are we doing, sir? Sorry, I'm in the buffering mode.
Wolfie resuming with Exhibit 39 once the publication.
It's a picture including the same vehicle from
Those would be
before,
unlucky
looking towards
charms
the area of
in this
Carol's
case.
backyard.
The area, is that an alley on the right?
Oh.
Yeah, that would be an alley. I don't believe that's not a named street.
I didn't realize there was an alley back there.
Next, turning to Exhibit 40.
It's the same picture, but farther south on Long Avenue with the vehicle looking in the area of Carol's backyard.
Exhibit 41, sir.
Would be the direct front of Carol's house.
Exhibit 42, Deputy Wolfie.
That is a back door of the house, including the window that we found the backpack in.
Exhibit 43.
This is a close-up of the window the backpack was located in from the outside.
And Exhibit 44.
Just a close-up of the dirt of the window that the backpack was located in.
Exhibit 45.
It's a less close-up picture of the window that the backpack was found in.
Exhibit 46.
Same window, just lower and more in front of it.
Exhibit 47.
This is the egress window that the crowbar was found in.
Looks like
And
Nicole
Exhibit 48.
The same window that the egress window that the crowbar was
tried
found in.
to
just closer up
get
and
in several
on the
different
inside of the
ways.
Egress.
Hmm.
you returned again for that third time that morning, you said you spoke with Carol Mitchell again?
I did, yeah.
What did she tell you at that time?
She told me more about some of the family problems that they had been having. She was, I believe, also again concerned about the tin box that she had mentioned when I was there in early morning.
Deputy Wally, do you recall, did she demonstrate again where the defendant was in her home?
I don't recall, no.
Okay. At some point, did you return, or strike that, at some point, did you interview the defendant at the Becker County Jail?
I did, yes.
And was that captured on your body worn camera?
It was, yes.
Did you have a chance to review it prior to court today?
I did, yes.
Is it a true and accurate? Any reason
Let's
to
just
doubt me?
get to it. We know it's legit. They're giggling. I bet they're giggling about the fact that it's a senator that did this. Yeah. Oh, boy.
So there's a discrepancy with the laptops. Are you able to sign into those laptops? Will you be able to sign into those laptops? Okay. I know you already read these. I'm going to read them to you again. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If not, a foreign one will be provided for you. If you decide to answer questions now without attorney present, you still have the right to stop answering questions at any point until you talk to an attorney. Do you understand these rights? Okay. So are you willing to sign into those laptops to prove that they're yours?
Yes.
Okay. I have them all here. So you can come out and sign into them. There's the first one.
Does she have her hair in little French braids? Oh, for heaven's sake, she does.
Okay, how come it has Carol's name on it?
It was one that she had given me.
Shut.
One to use for the kids.
Well, she's missing 2 laptops. That's what she said. So I'm taking this laptop. How about this one?
Oh. Oh, boy. Is this the work one?
Okay, that one's got your name on it.
It had Carol's name
That
on
one will
it?
stay with your property, but I'm taking this one.
That's fine.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
If she said she was already listening to,
So
there's no way
I brought it up.
I took them tonight.
Okay, they were in your backpack, shoved in a window.
The whole backpack was shoved.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I do. The whole backpack was shoved in a window.
Mm-hmm. So you're Mirandized. Did you try shoving that backpack out and it didn't go out?
I want to answer your questions.
You don't have to. Like you understood your rights. So
I guess maybe I should.
okay, it's okay. Put you back in here. Appreciate you working with that. So
She legit sat down. Wow, and it said Carol. Like, what are you doing, ma'am?
So Deputy Wolbe, you retained that laptop in evidence at that time?
I did, yes.
The ownership of it was in in dispute, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Yes.
And anything related to that investigations would have flushed out one of your superiors?
What do you mean by that?
Well, that concluded your investigation in terms of the laptop. Is that accurate?
Yes.
You're part of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, USMC. Now I want to eat some Lucky Charms because they're magically delicious.
Deputy Wolde, did that essentially conclude your involvement in this case?
Yes.
Is there anything else that I haven't asked you that you think the jury should know?
I do not believe so, no.
Thank you, sir. I have no further questions.
Mr. Ringstrom.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Deputy Wolfe.
Afternoon.
All righty, let's get some cross-examination going on here.
Deputy Wolfe, you testified that, expressing that you wish you had dealt with the crowbar a little bit differently. You said you were pretty tired and kind of had a bit of an adrenaline dump. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, the adrenaline was I was coming down from the adrenaline.
Okay. Is it sort of like hard to think and so on at that time?
Yep.
Okay. How old were you when this incident
Very
happened?
tired.
21, I believe so. 21 years get mixed up sometimes.
Fair enough.
21, that's young.
Did you have
That's
a chance to
really
review
young.
all your body cam before you testified here today?
The ones that were showed, yes.
Okay, that's what I mean. What the jury has seen, you watched those before you came in here to court today?
Yes.
Okay. How were Carol Mitchell's doors locked or secured in this house?
When I entered through the front door, I believe she had to open both the screen door and the main door, and she had locking poles on or up against the doorknobs on both the back and front doors.
So sort of like a bar or a pole that would, the expression I heard on the video, and you tell me if I'm correct, was those sticks. Do you recall her saying that?
Yeah.
Okay. And this was some kind of a bar that would stick under the doorknob and then jam against the floor. Is that correct?
That's how I believe they worked. I don't know how they work for sure, but that's what I thought. That's how they worked.
And when you saw the video, did you see it? It kind of has it's like a little triangle against the table, or it creates that slight angle against the door. Is that your
I
understanding?
didn't see that. From what I saw and what I remember, it just looked like a angle stick that went up against the doorknob or door handle.
Understood. So your perception, and based on what Carol Mitchell told you, is that the doors weren't secured with a deadbolt, they were secured with those angled sticks.
When I entered the house, I thought I observed her unlocking locks on the door as well as removing the stick.
Okay, thank you.
Obviously, she had good reason to have those sticks there since her stepdaughter broke
How much
into
time
her
did you
house.
spend downstairs?
I'm unsure. Like I said, if you rewatch the body camera, you could start when I went downstairs and then upstairs, but I don't know how
Okay.
much time I spent downstairs.
Odd question.
When you were downstairs, and I'm talking about when the call first came in and you went downstairs, did you see any piles or collections of belongings at either of those two windows?
What?
No.
Okay. At any point, and did you ever turn your body camera off when you were down there?
No.
Okay. Did you hear Carol Mitchell say there's some odd stuff that she must have put by the window or anything like that?
I don't recall that moment. I remember when we were upstairs after Nicole was with Officer Sternhagen, she mentioned that she had a box of stuff upstairs after he died.
That was the tin box discussion?
The tin box discussion, I believe.
Okay.
I didn't hear that when he was in the
And maybe
basement.
I'll just ask as directly as I can. Did you perceive when you were there the first time a stack or a pile of stuff that appeared that it was being staged to be taken out of the house by someone?
No.
Okay.
How does that help his case?
When you
I'm
interviewed, or
confused.
excuse me, when you inventoried the backpack, did you find any garments in there?
You say garments?
Garments, like clothing?
No.
Okay. Did you find anything during that inventory that, besides the laptop, which is being discussed in here, besides that, was there anything else in that backpack that needed to be brought back into Carol Mitchell's house?
At the time of searching the bag, no.
Anything after searching the bag?
Yes, the laptop that was opened and Carol Mitchell's name popped up on it.
Right. We already talked about that. I'm saying, is there anything else in that backpack that
Mr. Defense Attorney, you
anybody
did not make
claimed
that
to
a
or
very
claimed
clear
that
question.
was Carol Mitchell's or Rod Mitchell's?
No.
Okay. The photographs that we saw of Nicole Mitchell's car, you were able to see in kind of the hatchback of this vehicle?
From the picture, yeah.
And you did examine that. We obviously introduced them through. You did examine those pictures?
The pictures, yes.
Yes. Did you see anything in those pictures that appeared to be any kind of tin box?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Did you see anything in those pictures that appeared to be a flannel shirt or a flannel jacket or anything like that?
No.
I'm guessing that's
Did
going
you
to
see
mean
anything
something
in
at
those
some point.
pictures that appeared to be like an urn, like a funeral urn, or like a big fishing bobber or something like that?
Nope.
Okay. Did you ever get a call or a request from one of your superiors about any of the items that wasn't inventoried or that might have been missed here?
What?
You mean like,
These questions
Again, I'm not trying to ask
are
a tricky
not
question. Was there ever a
worded.
time when one of your superiors said, there was this thing that we think Nicole Mitchell had, and we think it might have been Rod's? Do you know what happened to that? Did you see that or anything?
no, I never got a phone call like that.
Okay.
That's a completely different question than what he asked. Oh, USMC, you're killing me. When I finish here, I'm going to get myself a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios. Can't get the unlucky
Wolfie,
charms.
I want to direct you to your first body cam. If Your Honor, Mr. Keller is going to control this, if we can get permission. 21.
Go ahead. I just interrupted. I was just asking if you wish to publish at this time.
I do, Your Honor. So we're going to have you watch, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds or so, and then we'll circle around and I'm going to ask you some questions, okay? Go ahead.
I'll go talk to my partners and I'll come back and talk to you. Can I just grab your name, just in case dispatch didn't get it, because stuff was kind of active?
What are we doing?
So Deputy Wolde, I just showed that to you to refresh your recollection and provide some context as to what we're going to talk about here.
Okay, we'll talk. Oh my.
Deputy Wolde, the lower left corner, my fault, on the lower left corner of the screenshot there, what do you see there? Appliance.
I'm not sure. Right now, it kind of looks like a colored knife.
Okay, I'm actually talking about the entire, let's see here.
Sir, you need to ask better questions. What are we doing?
The way I described it was inaccurate. I was looking at the image reversed, so I apologize. If you can give me a moment.
What is happening?
If we can unpublish it for a moment, Your Honor, we'll bring it in. It's my fault for not proceeding. And I'm going to go ahead and just ask a couple of questions, Deputy Wolfie.
Oh boy.
I want to ask you about the black backpack. Did you touch that when it was still in the residence?
I think so. When I watched the camera, I told myself I'll take some pictures of it before I touched it, but my hand was on it.
And I'm not criticizing that.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. So, did you tried to pull it back into the residence?
Yes.
Okay. And did you pull reasonably firmly? I mean, you tugged hard enough to hopefully get it pulled through?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. And in doing that, that did not actually, it didn't get pulled through, correct?
It didn't move inside at all.
And so it was Deputy Bruce, the canine deputy, who actually pulled it from the outside?
Yep, he went out, he left the basement and went outside to pull it out.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just trying to get us through some of this dead air. And I've got us on 1.25 also, folks.
When
Good
you
grief.
went through, and what I'm going to do, Deputy Wolfie, is we can look at the video later. When you went through the backpack, did you testify that you found gloves in there?
Yeah, I remember on the scene there were crumpled up plastic looking like clear rubber gloves.
Okay.
That's what I thought they were.
Were they? So law enforcement officers and medical professionals use a certain kind of rubber glove. Were they like that? Were they thicker? Were they different?
It'd be like when you're serving a public event with those white or those clear ones, you can see straight through them. Ours are usually black or gray.
And looser
Okay,
fitting is
okay.
what I'm thinking he's getting at. That, yeah, they're flat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They're like cellophane-y. That's a technical term, cellophane-y. You're welcome. Oh, for heaven's sake, this attorney. Were you surprised that you were going to cross-examine him? Good grief.
For the vehicle, correct?
Mhm.
And
Hang on a second, Mr. Rooster. Is that a yes or no?
Yes or no?
We didn't.
And you also didn't execute it. You didn't get the search warrant, but you also didn't execute a search warrant on the residence or on the vehicle, correct?
No.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That's exactly how we feel.
Did you find Nicole Mitchell's keys?
I did in
Yes.
the backpack.
Okay.
Yes. Well, there was keys and they looked
Lunch lady
like Toyota
gloves.
Prius keys.
Okay. Were there any other keys there?
I don't believe so, no.
So the keys that you found was one single key or two?
Oh, you mean on the ring?
Yeah.
There was more than one on the ring.
Okay.
These questions
Did
are
you-
awful.
Attempt to use any of those keys on Nicole Mitchell's doors?
I myself did not know.
Okay.
I attempted to press the lock button to get the horn to sound, but that's to the extent that I went.
And you didn't see any other law enforcement officer go up to Carol Mitchell's residence to try on her house either, correct?
No.
Okay.
Unprepared is what it looks like to me. The defense
Thank
attorney.
you, Deputy Wolfie. I have no further questions.
Redirect.
Deputy Wolfe, you found nothing that would suggest that the defendant took a tin or metal box that night, fair to say?
Yes.
Could I republish briefly?
You may. What exhibit?
Exhibit 21. Deputy Wolfe, I've fast forwarded to 8 minutes and 24 seconds in your body camera footage. Do you see that couch in the background there?
I do, yes.
Do you see any window that's near that couch?
I don't see a window near the couch, no.
Now, you testified earlier that you went through the defendant's backpack, correct?
Yep.
And do you recall coming across a checklist or a note?
Yes, it was in my hand.
Okay. It was in your hand like you pulled it out of the backpack?
Yep, and I had it in my hand.
We read it as best we could.
I'm fast forwarding to 1434.
I bet he's going to pause it in the same spot I paused it. What do you want to bet?
Hereabouts.
Here it comes. Bingo.
This is the note that you reviewed?
Yes.
Okay, and can you tell us, are you able to read what that note says?
It looks like the first line says call, do not disturb. It's shortened, abbreviated. It says delete text, and then quotations contacts. And then there's a word I can't understand, but then it says ringer off, and then it looks like flashlight
Landline
underneath
ringer
that.
off.
And then it says
Oh.
add tracking Gmail, and then text to something I can't read.
To
And
command or
Would it fair
something
to
like
say
that.
that you didn't appreciate or didn't understand the significance of this at the time?
That would be fair to say, yes.
And it wasn't
This
retained
is
in
so
evidence?
damning.
It was not, no.
No further questions?
Mr. Ringstrom.
Well, it's no longer published, but as you read that note, did that note have the word shirt on it?
I don't believe so, no, not from what
What
I
is
read.
this shirt
Okay.
business?
You did just read it 60 seconds ago?
Yeah.
But it's all right.
Did that note say ashes on it?
I don't believe so, no.
What is happening?
Did the note say papers on it?
I don't believe so, no.
Did the note say laptop on it?
I do not believe so, no.
Besides the things that you testified to, did it say anything else?
No, I read all the words that I could understand from the still shot.
Were there any words, even the ones you couldn't understand, that looked like the word mementos?
No,
Was there any words on there that looked like dad's things?
not that I believe, no.
This isn't the
Were there any
prosecution.
words
This
on
is
there that looked
recrossed.
like bobbers?
Not that I believe, no.
Were there any words on there that looked like camping gear?
Not that I believe, no.
Were there any words on there about anything related to Roderick Mitchell?
Not that I believe, no.
No further questions, Deputy Wolfe.
Mr. McDonald.
The word flashlight was on that list?
It was, yes.
Nothing further.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Deputy, you may step down. Watch.
Okay. I'm going to get us queued up for the next little segment here. Give me a moment. This section is about 10 minutes long. This is yet another. This would be Officer Sternhagen that we all have heard talked about many times here. Oh, let me get myself over here.
Sir, were you working on April 22nd, 2024?
Yes, I was.
Do you recall what shift you would have been assigned to?
The 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift.
Do you recall being dispatched to a burglary call that morning?
Yes,
This is the
Where
guy
was
that giggled
the
about her being a
location of that
senator.
call?
it was on Granger Road. I don't remember the exact address. So,
Is it here in the city of Detroit Lakes?
yes, it was.
In Becker County?
Yes, it was.
Officer Sternhagen, to the best of your recollection, can you walk us through your response that morning?
There's a call of an active burglary to the residents on Granger, and I responded. My partner got there before me, and I entered the house. I could hear him yelling, "Show me your hands." He was on the stairs.
Make
I
yourself
walked
known.
downstairs. The caller stated, and my partner stated they could hear the person under the stairs.
They were saying he.
So,
Some rustling, is that fair to say?
yes,
Okay. And when you refer to your partner, who is that?
Officer Ethan Woothie.
Okay.
Ruthie.
So what happened next?
Searched underneath the stairs first, and then I came back through the hallway, and the door was open to the bathroom, which wasn't previously open when I first walked by. And then I saw a female dressed all in black with their hands up like this.
Okay. Were you later able to ascertain who that female was?
Yes,
Okay. What name or what was her identity?
Nicole Mitchell, Nicole Lynn Mitchell, actually. So,
Saw Miss Mitchell again. Would you recognize her?
yes,
Do you see her in the courtroom here today?
yes.
Can you outline where she's seated and what she's wearing?
She's wearing a purple shirt and
The
can't
purple.
really tell what pants, black or gray pants.
Your Honor, can the record reflect the witnesses identified the defendant?
The record will so reflect.
Okay. So what happened?
$1 million
as you first,
question, Eve.
Detained that individual.
I ordered her to the ground. Officer Ethan Woothie handcuffed her, and then helped her up and asked her if she had anything on her.
How does a senator with a law
prior
degree get
to
caught in an
Her
active
even getting off the
burglary?
ground, did she make any statements?
Yes.
Okay, what did she say at that time?
When she was on the ground, she said, "Carol, it's me, Nicole."
And Officer Sternhagen, this entire encounter was recorded on body camera. Is that fair to say?
That's correct.
And you're doing your best to remember here this morning, but
Yes.
Whatever's on the recording is what transpired and what was said. Is that fair to say?
That's correct.
Did you recover any items from her at that time?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
She said she had a flashlight in her waistband, and she grabbed it from behind her, and then it fell to the ground. It was a flashlight with a sock over the top, over the lens, attached by a rubber band, secured by a rubber band.
May I approach the witness, Your Honor? As Exhibit 2. Your Honor,
You can just-
the defendant is detained, is that correct?
That's correct.
And where did you walk to next?
Into the living room. And then she said she wanted to get some shoes.
Okay, did that strike you as unusual?
Yes,
So
This
she
happens
did not have
sometimes.
her shoes
I
on at
don't
that
know.
time?
she did not.
Okay, and where
No idea.
did she recover her shoes from?
They were under the couch. I let her first try to get them, but she was handcuffed. So she pushed them further underneath with her feet when she was trying to get them on. So
Under the couch? She took her
Does
shoes
the
off?
defendant continue to talk during this time?
she does.
Okay, what else did she say?
I don't remember the exact order, but clearly I'm not good at this, and I'm a military commander, for God's sake.
Was the homeowner present as
Wow.
you were detaining the defendant?
Yes, she was.
Okay, was that a brief time period?
Yes.
And eventually the parties were separated. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Where was the defendant led to next?
I walked her upstairs and then outside to my squad car.
What did you do once she was in your squad car?
I made sure cuffs were properly fitted and she was comfortable, and then I read her Miranda rights.
She was read her
Was she
Miranda
willing
rights
to
several
speak to you at that
times.
time?
Yes.
To the best of your recollection, can you summarize what the defendant told you at that time?
She was upset with the relationship with her stepmother. Her stepmother stopped speaking to her. She left her house in Woodbury at 1 a.m. to come to the residence in Detroit Lakes to get some of her father's items. Ashes, a flannel shirt, and other mementos, she said. She said she entered through a window in the backyard. She said it's where the backpack was. But I never made it to the backyard to see where actually she made entry. So
Your immediate response was to get in the home and find the individual. Is that fair to say?
yes,
So you were never tasked with canvassing the yard or the house?
no,
That's why they keep asking about the ashes and the
Did
shirt.
she reference, did the defendant reference her, her stepmother's condition at that time?
she says she had advanced Alzheimer's.
Advanced?
At
That's
any
not
point,
advanced.
During that statement, did the defendant say that she was concerned or that's why she was at the residence?
Never, she never said that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, my
At
medical
some point,
professionals out there.
Did you ask the defendant
Chime
when the
in.
last time she talked to the homeowner, Miss Mitchell, was?
Yes, I believe she said October, November.
Just to clarify, did she differentiate between the last time she was at the house and when the last time they actually communicated?
I can't, without seeing my report, can't
Okay.
clearly answer that.
Would again, the statement would be accurate on your body camera recording?
Yes,
Did the defendant, was anything of the defendant's recovered from the scene?
backpack was propped in the back window.
Did she say that was her backpack?
Yes.
Were you in charge of going through that backpack?
No,
Who processed the backpack?
Officer Woothie.
Where did you go next, Officer Sternhagen?
I transported her to the Becker County Jail.
She was booked in, is that correct?
That's correct.
Did you continue to converse with her?
Yes.
What did she tell you at the jail?
Well, I asked her what got her to this point, and she said it's been her father's possessions have been weighing on her, and it's been hard for her to sleep, and that's what drove her to this point.
At any point in your conversations with the defendant at the jail, did she ever express concern over her stepmother's well-being?
No.
I'd love to know
At
what
any
this
point,
woman's actual
throughout that
Alzheimer's
entire interaction,
is.
whether at the house or at the jail, did the defendant state that she was there to, quote, check on Carol Mitchell?
No.
At any point throughout your entire interaction with the defendant, did she state anything about medical information that she found out about Carol Mitchell?
No, she did not.
All right. So that is all I have for that particular witness. I'm going to take us to this this next one. I'm not entirely sure. It may be somewhat of a duplicate. I'm not sure. Kelly is telling us also, You don't get a diagnosis of Alzheimer's until death. It's just commonly used unless you have a wild MD. You should get some level of dementia, cognitive impairment due to medical reasons. I agree with this because I think the Alzheimer's diagnosis is actually at the time of autopsy because the brain shrinks so much. If you have never been to the bodies exhibit, you should do that because literally you will be shocked when you see normal brain, Alzheimer's brain. It's like so small. Like to the point that I think to myself, is that thing rattling around in there while you're still alive? It just shrinks down so much. Fascinating. If you ever get the opportunity to do the bodies exhibit, please do it. It answers a lot of questions. I'm going to try to get us queued up here for this next body cam. All right. I'm going to zippity doo dah us past all of the driving and the awful sounds. I do not know what responding officer.
Still in the house. A lot of motion underneath the stairs. Sounds like he's trying to get outside their window.
Yes, 3.5 hour drive. That's why it's 4:30 in the morning.
He's the other officer downstairs. I'm trying to see if he's kind of bit off.
It's like, look out, little rookie. I got this. So this must be Sternhagen's body cam, near as I can tell.
Underneath the stairs.
So it's in motion yet? How's the motion?
I do see shoes under the coffee table.
Sector 05, if you come up along, looks like there's a long driveway right to the back of the residence.
Another bathroom.
Get on the ground. Hands behind your back.
What up? She is literally just standing there.
Carol?
Like a pantomime.
Yeah. It's Nicole.
It's Nicole?
Oh, not Nicole.
I was just trying to get a couple of my dad's things because he wouldn't talk to me anymore.
She stole documents out of the house. She's my stepdaughter.
I didn't steal any documents. How did I steal documents?
Cool, what's your last name?
Mitchell.
You had your aunt Nancy do it.
30 Becker Route
No one
1015.
did anything.
Was there Nicole Mitchell in house?
Stand up. Okay.
No one
On you?
stole anything here, Carol. I don't have anything on
Take her out
me.
if you want to talk to her.
Not tonight.
Got anything on you?
No. I have a flashlight. That's it.
Go ahead.
Oh, transitioning right here.
This is bizarre.
10-4 or 10-15. Becker, you can clear 10-33.
She does not have any shoes on.
452, and I see a Nicole Mitchell in house.
Is it Mitchell?
Mitchell.
Mitchell? Mitchell. What's your date of birth?
10-4, not finding one then.
10/10/1974.
10-10-1974. You got a middle name?
Lynn.
Middle name Lynn. Anything else in here? Did you
No,
drop
there's
anything
not.
else?
No,
Okay.
sir.
All right.
She's gonna do what she's gonna do.
Okay.
Clearly you are too.
My dad died last year. She's paranoid. Well, now she's really paranoid. But can I just grab my shoes?
Where are your shoes at?
Just under the thing. Just under the.
The coffee table is where I saw a pair of shoes. I think that she had a reason to be
No one has stolen
paranoid.
anything from her, and I know this sounds weird. I mean, from a person in handcuffs, but
Here, why don't you get up? I'll grab them for you.
we're black.
See?
Oh. They're just stuck under there.
38, we got it.
Somewhere, thank you. Why are your shoes stuck all the way on?
Well, because I was trying to get them with my feet. What about?
How did her shoes end up there? Honey, what are you doing in this house?
I have never done anything like this. You're gonna
Oh,
find it
gosh,
out. I'm
no.
a military commander, for God's sakes.
Okay.
She's got severe Alzheimer, and
No, she doesn't.
there were just a couple things in my dad's I wanted to come get.
No,
Because
you're the crazy
I
one.
tried to help her right after the funeral.
She's trying to get money.
She kept. I can show you my bank account.
Well, let's go upstairs.
Trying to
That's
get
very
money.
Um,
I like Carol. Why did she have her shoes off? This chick's got issues. And she has
I'm not
gas.
good at this.
All right, let's go up the front door here.
After the
She has gaslit this woman so badly. I think Carol, I'll take Carol in any sort of memory game or anything. No, this chick, she cray. Let me take my shoes off.
Yeah, we'll go
Chill
to my car
here.
real quick. I'll let you sit down. And...
I would never take my shoes off if I'm breaking into someplace because I might need to go. What a dodo.
This one. Come over here.
I'm pretty trusting with her, just letting her kind of waltz all around.
No, not in front.
oh, I'm sorry.
I got it. They don't give us automatic
That's okay.
locks.
That's okay.
All right, how's it? Are those tight? Hold on. You know, you just want to make sure they're locked so they don't tighten up on you.
Oh man, you don't get to sit in the front.
Yeah. Hold on. All right, turn around with me. Is that better?
That's better. I appreciate it.
That hurts? Or?
No, I'm just thirsty.
Okay.
This is not my normal life.
Starting pulls out window.
Okay, hold on a second. So you're on custody. I'm going to read you your Miranda rights, okay?
I also noticed a hammer on the steps around that cold around.
Yeah, you're lucky that woman didn't beat you in the noggin with that hammer.
Okay, what's you say your first name is again? Nicole. Nicole, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you can say can and will be used.
3705, where'd you say that hammer was?
You in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer
Left up before the door.
and to have the lawyer present now or at any time during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you without cost. Do you understand each of these rights I've just explained to you?
I do.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me now?
Well,
I'm just hoping, this mistake won't completely fuck up.
So,
I know, I did something bad.
You wish to talk?
After the funeral, my aunt's tried to help her. She thinks they stole from her when they were just trying to get her affairs in order.
Okay.
She's progressively cut off the family to include promising us some ashes that so we could bury them with the rest of the family.
Can I stop you quick? What's your relationship to her?
Stepmother,
Stepmother? Okay.
which she's got Alzheimer's and she's gotten. I know this doesn't help. This
Yeah.
is just going to prove the point, but she's gotten paranoid and thinks we're all out to get her and won't let anyone in the house.
Ding, 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 ding.
And I just wanted to get a couple of my dad's mementos. And that's all.
Uh-huh.
So what
Uh-huh.
kind of mementos?
You
A
tell.
couple pictures.
Pictures.
And maybe one of his shirts.
A shirt.
Was what?
One of his flannel shirts.
Okay. And then how'd you get in the house tonight? Yep.
That window
The window? Okay, which window?
where the bag was.
Or the bag? I didn't go back there, found it, so I'm just. So what's in the bag?
Couple laptops.
Your laptops or someone else's?
My laptops.
Okay. Nothing else in there?
Water.
Water? Did you park?
Yeah,
Did you park or anything?
I parked over on the side street.
Okay. What kind of car is it?
A Prius.
Prius? Okay.
I mean, we need to be eco-friendly
All right. So
when we're committing crimes.
you got through the basement window? I haven't been back there yet, so. And you're doing it, so this used to be your 37.
You, Carolyn,
Yeah, I used to be here all the time.
So when's the last time you were here?
Well, I got there, Carol.
Last time I was here,
I need to look at the name of the previously given for the suspect.
October and November,
Okay.
and then she just got progressively more paranoid.
I don't think that's paranoia.
Units, another active bird, 103 Rivercrest Drive.
So I thought there was
Hold on. Okay. So what got you to this stage where you thought this was?
Oh, 5, I'll clear it. Gotcha.
the ashes, I think.
The ashes?
Record, what do you got?
Gotcha.
Active bird, 103 Rivercrest Drive,
My
apartment 23.
aunt's, my cousin
That's
had
where I'll
died
be
in
in
November. And my aunt drove all the way out here to get the ashes per an agreement,
Okay.
just to get here to be told, no, never mind. And that was really devastating for everyone not to even have the ashes.
Okay. And so you're here to get
A couple months.
Like, you want to
set pictures, shirt, and ashes?
Well, the ashes, so the ashes got buried before anyone got them.
be more info on the
I
territory?
just wanted to get a couple of things before anything else gets.
Have you tried to talk to her before this?
RP, it sounds like an ex-boyfriend, hospital.
We had a fight over the ashes situation, and she at least right now, wouldn't talk to me. It's just gotten progressively worse.
How long has it been since you last talked to her?
Month.
Month. Okay. All right. So right now you're under arrest for burglary. Okay.
Even if I didn't take anything,
So you broke in the house with intent to commit a crime. So that's burglary. So. Okay. I mean, you're definitely dressed for it. And I understand your situation, but you still can't.
I
I
understand.
mean, there's other ways to try to
Yeah.
get through it. So, I apologize for the situation here and stuff. But
Don't apologize. She did it.
My dog my military retirement.
What about her military? What?
Nicole Lynn,
Yeah.
Lynn.
Yep.
Then last name again? Mitchell?
C-H-E-L.
Mitchell.
Yes.
And your date of birth?
10-10-1974.
10/10/74. Okay. Okay. You want to put your feet in?
'Cause you are going to the clink.
Way through the door, off and on, trying to get in. The ex-boyfriend, PTSD, not in his right mind.
Means anything, but she's a state senator. Yeah.
That's where he's all my
So I'll run this since they're busy.
father has a knife.
She's got a Prius that way.
There's keys there.
Oh, really?
Looking for it. There's 2 laptops in there, so I'm gonna go ask her if one of them are hers, but I didn't find anything.
Okay, where does that found at?
This was found in the window she came in.
Okay. Did you get a picture of the window and everything?
Yep.
The hammer's not really.
The hammer's not hers. Okay. Mom said that was hers for protection because she woke up in bed and she was laying by her bed.
She was? Oh, well. She ran downstairs on it?
She ran downstairs, and then when I got up the stairs, I heard a bunch of rustling. So
Melissa, second-degree burglary.
I didn't find anything of interest in there.
Okay. I'll ask her about the laptop.
I'll run this.
Okay, this is the seasoned dude. Do y'all notice this? The seasoned police officer, not a not a glove to be had on his hands. Oh, this is how it's done in little towns. It's nice they had so much body cam for this.
Nicole, get your bag up here, okay?
Whole 5, it'll be that second building there. Top floor.
She said her Prius is, she said parked around the corner, so you just want to get that. What's going on? Yeah. You got her at it?
Yep.
This is at the pokey, it looks like. I tell you, these body cam, it is loud.
Go ahead.
32 will make his way in.
10-4. Oh, wrong side.
She's like, dude, what are you doing? I'm over here. Oh, look at her.
And right through that door, okay?
Wow. And y'all, she had a 3.5 hour drive to change her mind, and she still didn't. That's what gets me about this whole thing. 3.5 hour drive to go, you know, maybe this isn't such a great idea.
know what door he left? Can't see any way that she ran. The victim's also saying that there's no residency here in 24.
Melissa, she could have changed her mind about breaking into the house and doing this. She had 3.5 hours to go. You know what?
Yeah, it's lettuce. It looks like.
Lettuce? Sorry. She had 3.5 hours to go. You know what? This is not the best choice.
327 Becker. We have a suspect named Freelance.
Sugar?
To Arbery Ross.
No. 3.5 hour ride in her car to the stepmother's home from her home. Lots of time to make better choices. We talk about that here, you know, make good choices.
In-house for breaker where? Give me his date of birth, please. Date of birth 7/1/75. If you want back there, it'll be 10-8. 10-4.
There she is. Sitting crisscross applesauce.
Booked in here, and the chances are the under influence of any drugs or alcohol tonight, so you'll probably be seeing a court today sometime or tomorrow for sure. So, okay, so
There she is. Crisscross applesauce.
that's up to the attorneys, so I don't handle that stuff. So you have to initial hearing. And mind is fresh.
Thank you, Kelly. We're almost done for tonight anyway. Thank you so much.
Someone would be answered to drop charges. Is that okay?
No, I don't.
What was that about dropping charges? I got to back it up, y'all.
Someone would be answered to drop.
Same.
Someone would be answered to drop charges. Is that okay? Answered to drop charges.
Same.
Someone would be answered to drop charges.
Something about is someone in the military and dropping charges.
No, I don't.
Yeah, KS Granny, because she pled not guilty. And so it had to go to trial then. And she definitely got caught.
Did that again.
I-
What degree? Okay.
I think she was asking if there was anyone in the military that they could talk to get the charges, to drop the charges.
All right, Nicole, I gotta ask you some questions, okay? And some of them are kind of ridiculous. Are you a predatory offender? Are you a veteran? Have you been involved in a motor vehicle crash in the last 24 hours? Are you pregnant? Suicidal?
Oh, I bet the first building number 1 is clear. 10-4.
That hurts too? Yeah. I'm debating if I can keep this. Yeah, I probably will.
All right. Good rest of the night.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to?
I don't know if the rest of it's me. There is water in the bathroom.
They'll get you some water when they get you.
Yeah, we'll get you back.
Okay, so yeah, either today or tomorrow. I don't know if we'll have time to get a report done in time. We'll see. But okay, but then did you see in court?
Today would be amazing.
Yeah.
Kids.
Okay.
Yeah, you went and decided to go commit a crime.
From Woodbury tonight, or did you have to stay someplace? Okay. What time did you leave at?
Master key.
One.
So what drove you over the edge tonight? Yeah, all of a sudden you're just like, I got it.
As I said, it's just it's way. Especially this
41. Good morning, coming to me.
Honestly, just nights.
How you doing? Just call a car.
Okay.
Couldn't sleep and thought about it.
Then how often have you talked to your stepmom, right?
As I said, since the ashes was time.
Okay. Gotcha. That's been about a month. All right.
Actually, yeah. Because the anniversary of his death was March 19th. So,
Okay. And then how long has she been your stepmom for?
40 years.
40 years? Okay. So you know her for a long time then.
Yeah, since I was
4?
4.
Gotcha.
Doesn't have any medical issue. She was up for adoption, but she's or grandchildren.
Okay. Well, I'll include all this stuff in here. Again, I understand your situation, but I'm just
I'm
so just based on the way you're dressed and your flashlight, and then looked like you thought this through quite a bit. So,
Yeah.
and then driving all the way up, and then so okay. So, like I said, I'll try to get this report started as soon as I can. So,
Okay. I'm ready to hear.
in fairness, I live in Black. I said in fairness, I live in Black.
oh, okay, gotcha. Group, holding one, please. And they'll come get you as soon as you can, maybe a little while. But yeah, there's water there. What's that? Yep.
I think that's the end of that feed as well. Oh boy. Oh, Nikki here. She is just giving it to us, isn't she? We will pick up on Wednesday. There's another body cam video. I don't want to go too late. So we'll pick that up on Wednesday evening. Also on Wednesday evening is going to be day 2 of the trial that took place. Some of you may be asking, when did this trial take place? This trial actually took place 9 months ago. And so there's been a lot that has already, a lot of fallout from this since the trial. But like I say, one of our subscribers suggested this. And when I started to look into it a little more, I was like, well, this looks interesting. And especially I wanted to see the angle, and I wanted to discuss the dementia Alzheimer's angle, because it's a conversation we need to have in our society. We do need to come up with some way for individuals, family members, to try to care for someone. But also at the same time, you can't just run around saying things over and over and over again and think that is sufficient diagnosis for someone to be in the throes of Alzheimer's. Like, I am not seeing it in this lady. Now, maybe she ends up doing something that we all sit and go, oh, there it is. But as it stands right now, I have not seen Carol Mitchell show me any significant signs of cognitive issues, dementia, Alzheimer's. I just haven't seen it. So we'll pick back up for Wine and Crime Wednesday. It will be at 6:30 again because of my new job. And I'm pretty sure I don't think I'm going to get this all done by Friday night. So we may end up having a Saturday, probably Saturday morning live stream to get all of this done. I know we don't have a ton of people that are watching this evening. I realize this isn't like a high profile case and there's not a lot of interest in it, but I thought it was interesting and I thought it would be something good for us to sink our teeth into. All of you that are watching this evening, thank you so much. Make sure you leave your DNA on the old thumbs up. We didn't boost tonight. I completely forgot about boosting. And if you are on the replay crew, please drop me a comment. I am always happy to hear from you. Thank you so much to my marvelous mod, Kelly. She had to go pick up her son, but she'll be back with us on Wednesday, I would imagine. And again, thank you to all of you. We'll pick up right where we left off on Wednesday for Wine and Crime Wednesday. And in the meantime, it doesn't cost a penny to be kind. So find someone to do something nice for today if you haven't already. And remember, always, always